Hello friends, have you ever wondered what happens while you are buying something from online? While you are buying something from Amazon, Flipkart or Paytm, you may have to first select your product which is the best among those, and next you would place for cart. You would search whether the items available. If it is available, you may go for buying it with your credit card or UPI payment or some other means of online payment. But how do the computer handle such a big data? It might be at least some crores of informations where crores of words are being stored in a single data for even a single user. How is this handled? This is handled by the process called cryptography, and also a mathematics importantly involved behind this is called as homomorphism and also addition modulo groups. These addition modulo groups just produce numbers as binary digits. Every number or every string which you store in the computer is not directly being stored in the computer because it takes such a lot of memory which you can't afford to. A 4 GB memory card can store a lot of data which cannot be stored directly inside the disk. It should be converted into some other forms which is very easy to handle them. This is being done by the process called addition modulo group in mathematics. This represents the numbers as binary digits. The binary digits means something which is in the form 0, 1. The first two digits of the whole number system are being taken. These are the very formal representations of memory in computers. But where does this 0 modulo come from? 0 modulo group is something which comes from the multiplication modulo group. We call it as Zn, where n represents the modulo's number and Zn means multiplication modulo group or addition modulo group of order n. Suppose if you are considering Zn with multiplication identity or multiplication property, then you might be taking the numbers which lie in the positive side. That is, you may consider the natural number system from 1 to infinity. All these numbers are being divided by n and the remainders are being taken, and these remainders have special properties. These numbers are remainders of n and they would be repetitive and they would be finite. Even if you are taking numbers till infinity and you are forming a group for a finite order group, then you would be finding the number in the group to be finite because you are just considering the remainder of the concept. Now, the concept of Z2 also lies behind this. What is that? Is like, while you are taking numbers from 1 to infinity, you would split them into even and odd groups. The even groups, while you are dividing them by n, that is, here it is 2, while you are dividing the even numbers by 2, you would get 0, and while you are dividing odd numbers by 2, you would get the number 1. So, the group Z2 consists of two elements, that is 0 and 1. This is our ordinary binary number system. Every number which is stored in the computer or even characters can be represented as binary system. And how is this done is like, you would take a word from the sentence and you would replace it by its binary digit. But can you represent it in 2 to 3 digits? That is 0, 1, 0. Can this represent some big number or big word like determination, etc.? No, it is not possible. At least some 20 to 30 digits of binary numbers should be there to represent even a small number. How is this possible? It is very hard to represent very hard big numbers. This is done by the concept called homomorphism, isomorphism, automorphism. These are some of the morphisms. Every big numbers which are later converted into very big string are being stored by the use of certain mathematical concept called morphisms. Especially the very important concept applied behind this is homomorphism. Homomorphism is something which moves from one group to another and just reduces your storage space. Suppose if you are storing some data 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6 and 3, 9, 6, it would require at least some 9 bits storage space with binary digits. This would consume a lot of space. You have to reduce it by half or by 1/4. Then what would you do? If you want to reduce it by quarter, then you would apply the concept called homomorphism. Now suppose the 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6 and 3, 6, 9 are being converted into simpler forms. What would it be? You would think that 1, 2, 3 is equal to 2 into 2, 4, 6 and 1, 2, 3 is equal to 3 into 3, 6, 9. You would use this concept to reduce the storage space. This is done by taking 1, 2, 3 in one set, which is called as domain, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6 and 3, 9, 6 as codomain. Now you are just doing a mapping from the 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6 and 3, 9, 3, 6, 9. Here you would need some mathematical identities or formulas to map these two sets. What can I use to map these two sets? From 1 to 3, if you need 2, 4, 6, you would be taking some multiple of 2 to form this. Similarly, multiple of 3 will produce 3, 6, 9. So your function should be something like f equal to nx, where n equal to 1, 2, 3. Because you also have 1, 2, 3 in the same group. If you need 1, 2, 3, then you should multiply by 1. So I am taking 1, 2, 3. All these are represented and the function is being framed. In this function, what do f and x represent means x is the element which is from D and D contains 1, 2, 3. And f is the element which is from the codomain and it contains 3 elements 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. Now the strings can be very easily reduced into some 6 to 7 bits. One bit would be storing your function and the other bits would be storing these digits 1, 2, 3 for 2 times. While you are simply multiplying this, you would gain a required answer which we type for the computer to store in it. So the bit space is very much reduced. While applying the same method for some 100 to 200 numbers, you would obtain a very smaller comparison. Here you would find just 3/4 would be reduced. It would be brought down to 3/4. But while you are applying for numbers 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6 and continued up to some 1000, 2000, 3000, then it would reduce your number very much by using the concept of homomorphism. Now let us come into our concept. We were speaking how can we represent these, but how can we secure these data? These data are just formally representation of data by every computer. Anyone who knows well and good knowledge in computer can break these codes and get the information from it. How can we secure our data? This is done by using some concepts in cryptology. By the basic addition, this can be very easily performed. While you are ordering some element from Amazon, Flipkart or Paytm, you would be searching for the appropriate element and you would order them and you would place the order, and for payment you would use some credit card or UPI. The credit card or UPI is the most precious information which should be stored by the Amazon and which should be securely carried out, or else you would get disbelief in them. Now while you are placing some order and during payment, what the Amazon or Flipkart or some online retailers do is like they would send a key which consists of binary digits which is as same as the length of your UPI or credit card to the computer of the user. Later on, the computer of the user just collects the information from the user, that is their credit card number or UPI number, and just add them with this string, and later on they would send this string to the Amazon. But now, while during the process of sending this, if someone gets to know about this string in binary digits, they might not be able to decode them because it is very difficult for them to decode a binary digit number. So, your information is being very highly secure. Now, on the other side, Amazon receives this code. Now, what should they do is like, for getting the amount from you, they must decode this. How can they decode this? Is like, they already sent you the same key which can be used by them to decode the same element. So they just add these two to get the credit card number, and they get the payment. Once they get the payment, they process the item for us. This is what happening. So our data is being securely carried out by these sources. Even though such a big process is involved, there are some chances where there might be some error, and there might be some hacker who is well equipped to break these codes too. In the forthcoming videos, I would be talking about this, how these data can be more accurately sent to the user and more accurately being secured by the Amazon or the banking network. And at last, if you are having some doubts or queries regarding cryptology or regarding this concept, you may ask it in the comments. I would reply to it. Or also, if you are having any other queries regarding any other concept in mathematics, you would ask about it. I would deal about that in very effective manner. Thanking you, friends.